Hey guys, how are you? It's Shira. Welcome back to the Therapy Minute. Today I want to talk to you about a wonderful preventative technique that was around so long ago that modern psychologists today are using, and it's really, really interesting. So I want you, let's think of a scene. Let's think of something, a behavior that you're really struggling with within yourself, whether it's getting, very stressed in situations and not responding the way you want to. Maybe you're a parent and it's time to get the kids out the door in the morning, get the kids to school, you yourself get to work, and nobody's moving. And the clock is ticking away, and you got to get to work, the kids got to get to school, and they are so slow. So incredibly frustrating, right? Or you yourself are trying to get out the door and there's traffic, and you're on your way to a meeting and it's late and you're freaking out, you're so stressed. Or you have an assignment coming up for school, a big massive test or a paper due, and you're so anxious about it, but you are procrastinating, you're doing everything instead of that report, right? So whatever negative behavior thing that you're struggling with, whether it's dealing effectively with stress, dealing with tantrums with your kid effectively, dealing with difficult coworkers, friends, dealing with procrastinating within yourself, right? I want you to picture that image. I want you to think about it. And what's your natural response? The natural response probably isn't the best, right? Maybe we start yelling at our kids, come on, move it, we gotta go, hurry, 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 let's go. That's not going to that's not going to give back a great response from your kids, right? That's not going to work effectively. You're in the car and there's traffic and you're like yelling at the other cars, move. Your stress is rising, your blood pressure is rising, you're getting super agitated. You got that test coming up and you're so nervous about it, but you're not studying, you're doing everything else. You're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, you're on YouTube, you're doing everything else, and your anxiety is rising, but you're not taking action. Whatever it is, right? We got the picture. We see what it is. So let's talk about a preventative strategy to program yourself to get rid of that behavior and start using an effective behavior. So this strategy actually comes from Ramban or Nachmanides. He was a famous Jewish scholar around in the 1190s, 1200s, and in Spain and Israel. And he came up with this wonderful technique that modern day psychologists use. And he talks about the power of programming your mind. Okay, so what he says is you have to do this repetitively every day. Okay, you envision in your mind the scene that you want to work on. Okay, so let's just go with the parent, right? You're envisioning in your mind the busy morning, kids are super slow, you've got a business meeting you have to attend to, the kids have to get to school, nobody's moving, or they're arguing and it's so stressful. You picture in your mind so well. Then you picture your natural response. Okay, your heart rate elevating, your blood pressure rising, you're getting angry, you're not thinking properly. All of those effective parenting techniques that are stored in are gone. They're just gone. They're not, you can't think of them right now because your stress level is rising and you just can't access those. So you go straight into yelling, threatening, bribing, get into the car now. Whoever gets into the car now is going to get a lollipop. Or if you don't get into the car right now, when you get home, we're going to have a consequence. Whatever it is, right? Or just yelling or, ineffective, right? But envision in your mind whatever it is that you typically do that's not the best behavior. Okay, so we have that clearly etched in our mind. Then you take a deep breath, you let it out, and you envision the correct response. However, the correct way that you want to handle that situation is, you envision that in your mind. You envision yourself not freaking out, not getting overwhelmed. You envision yourself taking a deep breath, finding whatever parenting technique or coping skill you want to use and utilizing it. We have to do this multiple times a day, envisioning the mistake that we want to correct and then envisioning the correct behavior. And this is a path of programming our brain. The more you do this, your brain's going to get used to this new path of behavior so that when the stressful situation does pop up again, your brain's going to know what to do, the right behavior to do. So very interesting, this technique that was around so many thousands of years ago is what we're really utilizing today a lot. So I thought that was super interesting, and I hope that helps you guys in reprogramming your brain to have more effective behavior for today. All right, wishing you well. Bye.